Authentic content is quickly dying on YouTube. Gone are the days where you can pull out your phone, document your life, and get tens of thousands of views. But there's a new kind of content that is quietly taking over YouTube. In fact, this channel, Dr. Alex, used it and has grown to over 300,000 subscribers in just 4 months. And the best part is, especially if you're busy, you don't even need to edit your videos. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what killed authentic content and then the new method that is blowing up channels left, right, and center. Now, before I show you what's replacing them, I think it's important to go over why authentic content was so popular on the platform. Like I said, people were basically just talking to a camera, no editing, and getting tens, if not 100,000 views on their video. So if you've been on YouTube for a while, you may have heard of the term retention editing. Basically what it is, this is a video style that is optimizing at all costs to keep you watching. This would be your Mr. Beasts of the world. You have crazy quick intros, something new happening on screen every about 2 seconds, crazier and crazier video ideas. And I'm not gonna lie, it would keep you engaged, but you actually leave feeling a little bit exhausted. It's kind of like scrolling through TikTok for 2 hours straight. Might feel nice in the moment, but then you feel like a terrible person afterwards. You're like, I need to go outside and, as the kids say, touch grass. And I think that's why authentic content was basically primed to work well on the platform, because people wanted something totally different. And this is where Sam Sulek enters the scene. So Sam started doing a kind of content that people hadn't seen since the OG days of YouTube. He would basically vlog his day, him getting ready, driving in the car, and then going to the gym. And these were basically the opposite of retention editing. They were long videos, almost no editing at all, just Sam talking to the camera and working out. And here's the crazy part. It started working, like a lot. Sam was getting tens of thousands of views per video and rapidly gaining hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But after the success of Sam, something interesting happened on YouTube, and I think this was part of the downfall of this authentic style of content. More and more people wanted to try it out for themselves. And it makes sense. You just vlog your day, talk to camera, you don't even have to edit your videos, and it gets tens of thousands of views. Like, sign me up. Seriously. But what people didn't realize is that unintentionally, they were missing a few of the key ingredients that were actually the core to Sam's success. People assume that the key to Sam's success were daily videos, no editing, and talking about whatever you're passionate about. But those are absolutely not the reasons why Sam became so successful. Now, I do think that part of it comes from those three. People like to watch you daily, especially if they like you. The no editing was actually pretty refreshing because it feels like you're connecting with this person instead of just getting a bunch of online information. Now, this may seem a little bit controversial, but I think one of the main reasons Sam was so successful was because he looked like this. And for his target audience, Sam is basically exactly where they aspire to be. So not only are you connecting with someone you like, but it's also someone you want to be like. So I think his success actually comes down to a few main ingredients. First, the content is not actually about Sam, it's about the audience. Yes, it's about Sam, but many of the people that were watching his workout routines, what he was eating, and his advice were actually trying to achieve their own goals, not just watch Sam get more swole. Then he's got really good information and the proof that it actually works. Sam has his own case study, so anyone who wants to look like him, he's the person to follow. And then third, he's solving a problem for his audience. Well, multiple problems, actually. They want connection, they want inspiration, they want information, and they want entertainment. I know, just all those different things. But the interesting part was Sam's videos were actually doing all of that at the same time. But those three things are exactly what most of these new authentic videos are actually missing. It's people vlogging themselves, documenting their honestly pretty boring lives, not being that entertaining, and absolutely not solving a problem for the audience. Just overall low effort content, which I guarantee is not a recipe for YouTube success. So the question is, what's actually replacing it? Well, Dr. Alex is actively showcasing the power of this new method of growing, because in just 4 months, he grew to over 300,000 subscribers by using this new method. And honestly, the craziest part is he did this while working as a full-time doctor and having a new baby, which now, as a new dad myself, I am entirely impressed by. So let's look at one of his videos.
The slow twitch endurance fibers hold up better with age. Fast twitch fibers shrink and disappear disproportionately. And
now, what you might notice about this video is that there's nothing specifically special about it. I mean, it does look good. It sounds pretty good. But especially compared to the high levels of production that you see in a lot of these videos, aka Mr. Beast, this video doesn't really have it. And you'll see in basically all of his videos, 95% of it is just him talking to the camera, again, with no editing. Now, you might be asking, well, it looks like authentic content is actually back. Well, I think it is, and it's not. Let me explain. Now, you can succeed on YouTube even even without editing. But again, I think you have to look underneath the surface and see the real reasons why Dr. Alex has grown so fast. And I kind of went down the rabbit hole because I was super impressed by what he was doing. And I found that, again, there's three elements that he's using. First, for him, an absurd amount of volume. He said in the last 4 months, he has created over 900 YouTube videos. And when I heard that, I'm like, how is this guy doing it? Like, and that's why he's actually got accused of being AI generated, because he's putting out so much content. Now, I will say, out of those 900 videos, not all of them are long forms. Most of them are actually short forms, but still, he's uploading a long form at least daily. And because he's putting out so much content, the second one is that he's able to constantly iterate. He's testing out different titles, different hooks, different thumbnails. And with that amount of content, you get an incredible amount of feedback from what's working and what's not. And the last, and arguably the most important, is he actually has high quality information that is solving a problem for his audience. Alex, being the doctor that he has multiple decades of experience, and I see the comments over and over on his channel saying that this is actually great information. Because I think at the end of the day, people just want solutions to the problems. So if you can show up daily and solve those problems, you'll do very, very well, even without editing. So one of the keys to make this strategy work is that you have to be consistent. And that's why in this video, I break down the ultimate guide to staying consistent on YouTube, even if you're busy.